everybody. You're probably sitting there like, why is she sitting there for like 3 uncomfortable seconds just looking at us? Well, the reason why is that apparently if I don't sit there, what happens is that I get, goofy thumbnails. Like, that's all you see. I hate it. So anyway, hope you guys are doing awesome. Welcome to Wednesday over at the Next Gen Women in HR Facebook group. You guys are awesome. Hope you're having a wonderful week. It's almost over and it's a holiday weekend on top of it. So hopefully you're taking a little extra time for yourself on Friday and you get Monday off as well. So you have a nice 4-day weekend. If you don't, find some time to go do that because y'all earned it. All right. What do I want to talk to you about today? I had an awesome Clubhouse session last night with a friend of mine who's a Navy SEAL. And one of the things that we talked about was, what do you do when you feel like you're getting stuck? Right. And we get to that point. We all get that feeling that we're stuck. And when we have that stuck feeling, it's important that you find a way through it so you become unstuck from being stuck. How you do that is one very important thing. You stay in motion of some kind, right? So if you're feeling stuck on a project and you're not really quite sure what direction to go in, what's the one thing that you can do that will keep you focused on the project, but could potentially lead you to another answer? And that may be having a conversation with somebody that has more knowledge than you about something else. It may be finishing a task that you've been kicking down the road. What happens if the project stalls and you're feeling unaccomplished? Again, you can rewrite out what your priorities are moving forward. How do you get this thing moving forward again? Maybe you have to wait, do something because somebody's, holding up the process. Well, what can you do in the meantime so you don't feel stuck? Because feeling stuck is what drives your individual disengagement. And that sucks. I'm sorry, it does. When you feel stuck, it sucks. Being stuck sucks. That's just the way it is. Being stuck sucks. And as you work on getting unstuck, you're engaging in the 1%, because that's what the 1% does, right? So my friend and I, when we were talking about what we were talking about in Clubhouse last night, we were talking about what happens when you get to a point in business and you run up to an obstacle. A lot of people just like step back, they hang back, they let loose, or they just like, well, we'll see what happens, right? And I said, yeah, that's great, but the 1% engages in something that moves them forward. Well, it's the same thing here in HR. When something's stalled or something's stuck, to be the 1% means to take an action, be it big or small. Even if it's small, you're still in action. And I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, I ran into a roadblock of a lot of different things. It involved, I run 3 companies. So it involved money. It involved people. And so it was like the top 2 criminals, right? Money and people. And so what I did is that I went, all right, so this is going to take a week to work this out. What am I going to do in the meantime? Because I have a week of gap of opportunity and I operate at a different level. You know what? I can go sit in my pool and float in my pool in the downtime. And you know what? That's great. I can take a little vacation. But you know what's going to happen when it's go time? I'm going to be behind the ball. I'm going to be flustered. I'm going to be challenged. I'm going to just get frustrated. I'm going to lose sleep. I'm going to feel stressed out, even though I had just had time to decompress and relax. But I know better. And so I leveled up to the 1%. And so I looked at all of the things that I have incomplete and I completed them. I crushed it. And they were things that I was kicking down the can. They're the things that aren't fun for me. They're the things that, are inconsequential. But you know what? It did at the end of the day. It got me 3 months ahead of schedule of my business plan and my project plans. I'm 3 months ahead. Who can say that? Right? I'm now taking things on today that I anticipated I was going to be able to do until like September, October. That's what operating in the 1% does. I'm not talking about the 1% of the United States that makes a gajillion dollars, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the 1%. The difference between the force of average and excelling. I want you guys to excel. I want you guys to be successful. And whatever that looks like for you. But the force of average is going to pull you back. That's a term that is used in another group that I participate in. It's my motivation. It's where I get my inspiration from. It's where I get my reinforcement to continue operating in the 1%. So the force of average is going to come up. It's going to nip you in the heels. The force of average is going to hold you back. The force of average is what's going to make you say, hey, you know what? I got a week where I can float in my pool. Whereas the 1% now says, I'm 3 months ahead and I'm about ready to do something fantastic, right? It's meaningful. It's purposeful. So there you go. There it is. So what are you going to do? Because being stuck sucks. That's all there is to it. All right. So the week is slowly coming to an end. Make sure if you haven't purchased your copy, here it is. Here it is. Oh, wait, where is it? It was here a minute ago. Probably the dog ran off of it. Oh, there it is. Oh. Ta-da! Hey, my goofiness, right? Here it is. The book, The Best Practices in Human Resources book, how to crawl your way from wannabe to PVP. It's my story, and it has a lot of lessons in here on what you can do to actually move your career forward. And if you want to see a very cute picture, a really funny picture, go to flip to page 136. That's all I'm going to say. You'll understand it when you read the first chapter. So if you enter and you buy your pre-sale copy now over at BrendaTheHRLady.com by clicking on shop at the top, you're going to be entered into a random drawing for a care package from me that is now valued way over $250. So you're going to get a little extra love from me if you are the lucky winner, and can't wait to see who that is. So talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. Get out there and crush it, and we'll talk to you soon.